In the small town of Liyuan in eastern China lived a young girl named Li Mei. She was 16, fragile yet determined, with eyes that seemed to carry the weight of the world. Her family had fallen into poverty after her father lost his job at the local factory, and her mother struggled to make ends meet selling vegetables at the market. Li Mei often went to bed hungry, but she never complained. She had a dream to one day study in the city and build a better life for her family. Every morning, Li Mei would wake before dawn to help her mother and little brother Zhao Dao before heading to the local school. Despite her hardships, she was an excellent student. Her teachers often remarked on her intelligence and resilience. Li Mei, her teacher would say, "You have a bright future. Don't let anything dim your light." These words were her only comfort during the long nights of uncertainty. One day, while walking home from school, Li Mei noticed a notice pinned to a telephone pole. It was an advertisement for jobs in the city, offering a steady income and room and board. She hesitated. The city was a place she had never been. Rumors of scams and danger filled her mind. Yet, the thought of helping her family, of lifting them from misery, was too strong to resist. With a heavy heart, she packed a small bag of clothes and left early the next morning. When she arrived in the city, Li Mei was greeted by the bustling streets, towering buildings, and the ceaseless noise of life. A man named Mr. Chen, who ran a local business agency, welcomed her. He promised a good job as a domestic helper for a wealthy family, and Li Mei, trusting him out of desperation, agreed. The household where Li Mei was sent was luxurious, filled with golden chandeliers, polished floors, and rooms that seemed bigger than her entire village. The family was kind but distant. They treated her politely, though Li Mei felt like a stranger in this world of wealth. She worked tirelessly, cleaning, cooking, and helping wherever she could. Despite the long hours, she maintained a quiet optimism, believing her hard work would one day lead to something more. One evening, as Li Mei was finishing her chores, a man she had never met before entered the house. His name was Zhang Wei, the CEO of a successful tech company. He had come to the family's home for business, and his presence filled the rooms with authority and elegance. He noticed Li Mei immediately, not just because of her graceful movements, but because of the quiet determination that seemed to surround her. Curious about the young girl who worked so diligently, Zhang Wei asked the family to allow him to speak with her. Li Mei was nervous but answered his questions honestly, describing her life, her dreams, and her struggles. Zhang Wei listened carefully, impressed by her courage and sincerity. Li Mei, he said gently, "You have a rare spirit. Most people in your situation would give up, but you continue to fight. I want to help you." Over the following weeks, Zhang Wei offered Li Mei mentorship. He introduced her to people in the city who could guide her education and career. Li Mei learned quickly, absorbing knowledge about business, leadership, and life in a way she never could have imagined back in Liyuan. Her confidence grew and her skills became undeniable. But the city was not without challenges. Some colleagues resented her presence, jealous of her natural intelligence and the attention she received from Zhang Wei. Others doubted her abilities because of her humble background. Li Mei faced criticism, gossip, and even betrayal. Yet each time, she reminded herself her goals and the family she was striving to support. She could not afford to be distracted by negativity. Months passed and Li Mei began to shine. She contributed ideas in business meetings, organized community projects, and even helped improve company strategies with her insights. Zhang Wei continued to guide her, proud of her growth. "You are not just surviving," he told her one afternoon in his office. "You are becoming extraordinary." One day, an unexpected opportunity arose. Jiang Wei offered Li Mei a scholarship to attend a prestigious business school abroad. It was everything she had dreamed of, a chance to gain the education and experience that could transform her life and her family's future. Li Mei hesitated at first, worried about leaving her mother and brother behind. But Jiang Wei reassured her, promising to support her family and stay in touch. Asterisk, the day Li Mei left for the airport, her mother and Zhao Dao stood by, tears in their eyes. "We are proud of you, Mei," her mother whispered. "Go and show the world who you are." Zhao Dao hugged her tightly, whispering, "Bring back the sunshine." Asterisk abroad, Li Mei thrived. She faced new challenges, from rigorous coursework to cultural differences, but she approached each obstacle with the same determination she had always carried. She excelled academically, built a network of supportive mentors, and learned to navigate the complex world of business with wisdom and courage. Asterisk, back in Liyuan, her family's life improved steadily. Jiang Wei ensured that they had a stable home, access to education, and a life free from the constant struggle they had once known. Letters and video calls from Li Mei filled their days with hope and pride. Asterisk years later, Li Mei returned home, no longer the fragile girl who had left Liyuan, but a confident, accomplished young woman. She was invited to speak at local schools, sharing her story of resilience, ambition, and courage. She told the students, "No matter where you come from, your dreams are valid. With determination and kindness, you can rise above any challenge." Asterisk Jiang Wei, now her close friend and mentor, stood beside her during these speeches, proud of how far she had come. Though their paths had started in the most unlikely circumstances, their bond was built on respect, trust, and mutual admiration. Asterisk Li Mei's journey from the shadows of poverty to the sunrise of success was not just about wealth or recognition. It was about the strength of the human spirit, the power of perseverance, and the importance of kindness in a world that often forgets it. Asterisk, and so Li Mei continued to rise, not for herself alone, but for her family, her community, and every young person who dreamed of a better tomorrow. Her story became a beacon of hope, reminding everyone that even in the darkest times, courage and determination could light the way.